Hi everybody, welcome back to Rusty and Nellie's Jungle. And what are we talking about today, Russ?
Crazy prices. We're going to talk about solutions to these crazy prices. So I'm not going to show you the actual auctions, but you've seen some videos about this. Maria, Tropical Plant Adventure.
Love Maria.
Yeah, hey Maria. She did a great video on that, so check that out. But Philodendron Brazil, variegated, $11,000. These are current prices that we see. And I'm not going to actually tell you where they are, but right here we have a Monstera Adansoni, $11,000. And it's got 4 leaves.
We have a Philodendron Brazil that went for $13,000.
We have a Philodendron Spiritus Sancti that's asking $26,000. Like that's not a small car, that's a mid-size car. So what's the solution? We posted a photo on Instagram, and it was this variegated leaf, and it was a Dracaena Florida Beauty. I'm going to post the photograph on the screen there. And people that are starting out in there were, hey, where'd you get that plant? Oh my gosh, amazing variegated leaf. So where did we buy that one?
We got that one in Brockville, and it was like $5.
$5. Amazing variegated leaf. Actually, probably a better variegated leaf than some of these $300-400 plants. So that is why we're going to do a video on variegated leaves that you can purchase for under $20, $30 that are going to compete or be better than the $3, $4, $5, $1,000 leaves. So if you don't want to pay the crazy price, but you want an amazing collection, these are some of the plants that you may want to purchase. So go ahead.
Okay, we'll start with golden pothos. These things, they start off looking like your typical little pothos. You start off with these little leaves. You get it growing, it gets mature, it gets these big, beautiful leaves with these gorgeous streaks of variegation in it. And for those of you that don't know, once they're mature enough, they will fenestrate.
They're maybe $10. You see them everywhere. And buy 2 or 3 and grow them. 2-3 years from now, you're going to have bigger leaves. 5 years from now, maybe have a leaf this big. Who knows? They're going to be just as good, or if not better, than your Thai Constellation, and they're going to be $10-20. What do we have next, Nellie?
Another pothos, Rusty.
Another pothos. What is it?
It's the Marble Queen pothos. Again, same growth pattern with this one, and the variegations are absolutely stunning. I find with mine, each of the leaves are unique from the others, and really can't wait to see it become a huge monster of a plant.
When you get them, they've just got a little tiny leaf like that. So you can't imagine that they actually, some of these photos you see on the screen, they can actually have a monster leaf that looks just like any of these crazy expensive ones.
Oh, one of Rusty's favorites, the Dieffenbachia.
You see these ones everywhere. Home Depot, Walmart. We purchased a couple behind us. Actually, these are Dieffenbachias right here, and they were $10 for that. We didn't purchase that long ago. They will grow monster. Nikki from Plants, Pots, and Whatnots.
She has a gorgeous one.
Oh my Lord, watch the video there. And the leaves are like this, and you look.
The trunk is nice and thick.
Yeah,
and
you'd think it was a $700,000-800,000 plant, and it's just a Dieffenbachia that's mature. So you buy some of these cheaper Dieffenbachias that you maybe have a smaller leaf right now, but just wait. In a few years, your $10 purchase will look stunning. Look at some of these photos we're posting on the screen there.
And we should not overlook the begonias. There are so many different varieties of begonias. Not only are you getting these beautiful little flowers out of them, but they have some of the craziest and most unique leaves of any plant I've ever seen. They have different textures, different colors, different designs. And they're pretty hardy plants.
They do like a higher humidity, but they are a beautiful plant, and you do see them. We purchased, actually, I don't know if you can see it, but that's a beautiful begonia up there. That's the stone cross. We do have a lot of begonias here, and they're really inexpensive. You find them everywhere, and they're stunning. So who cares about how much a plant is worth? If it's some philodendron that's got some green leaf, these are the bang for the buck. So if you don't want to spend the big money, begonia. We have one of these. What's this?
Shell ginger.
Shell ginger. Look at that leaf.
It is
It's spectacular.
actually comparable to the variegated bird of paradise or banana plant. It's got stunning like green and yellow leaves and it's so not expensive.
No, we bought this at Sun Harvest, and we've got one of these. And if this had the name Monstera in front of it, it would be worth a fortune. Just because it's a shell ginger, that doesn't. We don't really care what it's called. We love it. It looks stunning. We look at it, and we just
beauty and the uniqueness of the plant itself.
So if you don't want to spend big money, you want to spend $10, $15, maybe $20. We didn't spend much at all. Get a shell ginger. That's a nice one. Next.
Okay, so the next one on the list, neither one of us can actually pronounce. So we'll put the name.
But we own it. We own all these, by the way. That's why we're doing
and
this.
we laugh about the fact that we still haven't figured out how to say its name yet. It is absolutely, it's just unique. The shape of the leaves, the oval feel to them,
It's got a great variegation. We paid $5. You don't have to get caught up in this crazy plant price. $5.
No, you can have
and it's stunning.
You can have a completely showy collection without breaking your bank account and trying to compete with the Joneses.
Yeah, so just hunt for one of these. Let's throw that out. We got a ton of these.
Oh, pick your Calathea.
They do like humidity.
They do like a higher humidity, so you want to give it more of a summer environment. But the varieties that you can get, the designs on the leaves, the veining, the shape.
They look fake. They look fake. They look hand painted. They're that
They
crazy.
kind of do, yeah. It looks like they were altered somehow, but this is nature's beauty. This is what they've...
So many different varieties. They're insane. And that is something you want bang for the buck. These we see these all the time. Get some Calatheas. This was under the assorted Clethia category. Couldn't do this video without the Crouton, because the Crouton is everywhere. The Home Depot, the Lowe's, the Ronas, even our grocery store.
And it does have a bit of a bad rap for being temperamental. Mine were temperamental as well. When I moved them from outside to inside, they just don't like being moved. They will pout. They will drop their leaves. And then the next set of leaves that they will grow in are twice as beautiful as the previous leaves that they dropped off when they were having their fit. It completely worth it. You'll find them anywhere, super inexpensive, beautifully colored, designed.
They're insane. They're oranges and reds and yellows and greens, and they do again look like fake. It's
honestly like looking at a pile of citrus.
Yep. Yeah, and $10. Giant Tiger. I don't know if that's even in America, but Giant Tiger sells them, and I think they're $8.99. And they were I wanted to buy more, and we have them all over the place. It's just once we find a spot that they like, we keep them there, and they're happy. Bang for the buck in a Crouton, because if you have 3 or 4 Croutons in your place, then you're going.
And if you've watched one of our previous videos, you will know that this is one of my favorite plants. The Aglionama. There are so many varieties of these, and just the amount of colorings in each of the individual plants, in all of their leaves, it doesn't even matter if you have one that flowers all the time. The foliage itself is just stunning. And you take a bunch of different varieties of them, stick them together, and oh my God, you've got a bouquet.
I think you picked an Aglionama for your best leaf in our 2020 Plant Awards.
I absolutely did, yes.
I think it was that one there. We have them all over the place. We love them, and they spruce up our collection, and they make it look so much better, because we really don't care what people think of our collection. It's us that we live. We've got all the plants around us. We live, we see them every day, and it's what pleases us. So that's why the Aglionama, we have tons of them, and we love them, and they're cheap. You find them everywhere. They're like $5, $8, $10, $12.
And guys, the color variations in these, man, you could match it to your room if you wanted to.
And even some rare ones are $20, $30. That's fine. That's still under we're trying to keep everything under $30 in this video, so that Aglionama. This is my favorite. This sits... Nellie's got this on the kitchen counter, tucked in one of her little arrangements, and I look at it all the time. I can't believe how beautiful the leaf is.
And the funniest part is I bought it because I love the big yellow flower that it had on it, the Avalandra.
I didn't care about the flower.
I cared about the flower. I needed a flower in the house.
No.
The Avalandra Scorosa, or zebra plant.
I just call it zebra plant. It's easy.
The defined whiteness in the veins in this deep green leaf is just beautiful. And guess what? It is obvious when it is thirsty. Its little leaves will drip down and you water it and they'll go right back up. It's easy care plant, it's cheap plant, and it is stunning.
Do you remember what you paid for this?
About $10.
$10 Canadian, that's like $7 US. And trust me on this, I'm actually gonna, when I'm done the video, I'm gonna sneak over and take you a photograph of ours because it's that crazy and it's $10 and it blows away $150 plant leaf. Get one of them.
I believe I picked that one up on a day when I decided that if I spent less on each plant, I could put more plants in my cart.
Next, Phytona, nerve plant. And I think we got those for, I think they were like $3 or $5 or something like that. I can't remember where I got them, but I do remember they came in the little small pots and I bought like, oh, let's get a couple.
Very popular all over the place.
Yep, they come in all sorts of different colors, and from back they look okay, but it's when you get right up close to them and you see their little architecture of their leaves, they are
kind of reminds me of little reptiles.
Yeah, but once you get up there, they are stunning leaves. Bang for the buck when you're only talking, say, $5 or whatever. Nerve plant, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Calathea white fusion. Guys, the brightness of the white in the leaves against the green is, I don't understand why these aren't in the more expensive group.
Yeah, but
I really don't.
If this was a Monstera standliana and it was that mature, these would be $3,000 plants.
Mm-hmm.
They're $30 plants. And they're stunning. And the Stanleyana's not going to look like that, I don't think. Why wouldn't you just get one of these? You don't have to spend the $3,000. Let those prices come down. Get a couple of these. You know, who cares? They're stunning. My money's on one of these. They're absolutely stunning. This is a go-to for everyone.
It's just cool looking. The Rattlesnake Kalithia. You know, it's got this great design, like snake-like design on the front of its leaves.
Like somebody used a paintbrush and just went chit-chit.
And you look at the back and it's this gorgeous burgundy. And it's just absolutely beautiful to look at.
Business in the front and party in the back.
I don't know if we can steal that line, but better than a mullet.
Yeah. No, they're a go-to. They're $10 and they're a must in any plant. And when they get big, once you get an actual big mature plant, then they're like Rattlesnake Kalithia. Do it. That's a Zoolander thing. Do it. Just do it.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so the next one is Alocasia Mayan mask.
Yes.
And
gotta tell you, those alocasias, they have grown on me quite a bit, and you know, a lot of them are very inexpensive to buy.
Yeah, some of them are expensive, and our video is not about the expensive ones. Our video is about the inexpensive ones. And
that have leaves that are just as stunning as the expensive ones.
So right behind us, we purchased this in Ottawa from Robert Plant, $29.99 Canadian, $30, so $23 US. Mm-hmm. And this is actually the plant that we purchased. And look at those leaves. They're gigantic. Hopefully you can see them. They're crazy. And that's not it. It's not done. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Maybe you can. It's a red back.
See the theme in a lot of our plants?
No, but it keeps giving. It's the plant that keeps giving. So Alocasia Mayan mask. Bang for the buck in that one, I'm telling you that. What do we have?
Clethia Mosaica.
We bought this off Ria's little house of plants in Kingston, Ontario.
It looks like its leaves came out of a printer.
You look very closely, and remember those like dot matrix printers that would go.
Oh, we're showing our age now.
Yeah. I don't remember them. My parents used to tell me about them.
Really, my grandparents told me about them.
Anywho, you look closely at them. They look fake. They look like man-made, and they're so unique. And I get right up and I look at them, and that brings me happiness. Crazy leaf, not expensive. You know, $30 or under plant. This hit our list. Get it. It's out there.
This is one that I couldn't leave the store without, and we almost couldn't fit it in the car because I got a tall one. Mm-hmm. The Ficus.
And they're everywhere now.
Man, They're crazy, almost girl.
We can't even show you because it's up to the ceiling there. But the variegation, if this thing was called a monster, then it'd be a fortune.
It's like a very feminine version of camo.
Yes.
I really like it.
So crazy plant. We saw them at Giant Tiger. We were at Giant Tiger, and I think they were $9.99 and they had several of them. So they're inexpensive. You're looking for bang for the buck. You don't want to blow the bank. Get a Ficus tonique rubber plant, elastica.
The thickness of the leaves is really cool too. I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, the leaves are they're made of something. Okay, so that one's got. We'll keep the theme.
Ficus lemon lime.
So same thing as what we just talked about there, but different. It's gonna, instead of the white,
it's got yellows.
It's like
greens.
A neon, yeah.
Yeah, like a nice bright citrusy yellow.
Yeah, and same sort of price. We saw one selling for $10, and that was Kempville. So inexpensive, bang for the buck. Get one of them. Let's keep the same theme. What are we talking about? We got our
one that I got excited about when I found.
Yeah, sitting right there.
And what did I spend on that?
Not much.
$20.
Yeah.
Ficus strawberry and cream. So just like the tonique, only instead of the white, it's pink.
And it hasn't changed. Like every leaf is the same, and it's beautiful. It's like a strawberry. Well, it's just
it's a little mad at me right now because it needs to be repotted, but
yeah, no, it looks beautiful.
But it still looks stunning. It just stopped growing for me until I can move it to a bigger pot.
Next, everyone has one of these, but if you don't have one of these, look closely at the leaf and buy it. It's
another one of my favorites, the Philodendron Birkin. Those beautiful zebra stripes in the green and the white and the...
So I saw that video online of that Japanese plant guru.
Okay.
Remember that one, that the guy that, you have to check it out. I
fall asleep a lot.
Yeah, so. Aussie, Uzu. Anyway, you have to check out, he's got Birkins like Birkins. He's got Birkins, and as the leaves get bigger, they become unbelievable.
Mine could get that big too if somebody would stop sneaking propagation.
I don't know who you're talking about, but it's certainly not me.
Philodendron Brazil.
Well, you see them all the time. They're small leaves like this, and you kind of go, Trust me, we've seen a big one. We're not going to tell you where it is because it's still for sale, and we want to buy it.
Yeah, we do.
But it's huge. It's probably maybe 5 feet, 6 feet tall, and it's got big leaves. And once your Brazil becomes big, it's gonna be stunning. Trust me on that. Buy your little plant, buy 2 or 3, let them grow. Don't always snip them down because, to sell them off. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're the one that does it.
I can't believe she says that.
Okay, I'm not going to lie to you guys. In its more mature state, I actually didn't know what it was. I just knew it was beautiful.
That is so true. We actually were like, oh my God, look at that plant.
I made him climb in around other pots and lift it out of the display pot that it was in so that I would know what it was.
And we still didn't know. We actually had to ask the person, what is, because, the same as those golden pothos and the marble pothos, when it's a big leaf like that, it doesn't look like what we're used to. What we think of as a golden pothos, that's all you see on the Facebooks and everyone's selling these things like this. All of a sudden you have a leaf like this that's fenestrated. Your brain doesn't go, that's a golden pothos. It goes, qu'est-ce que c'est? What is that? Is that even French?
It was, and it threw me off. Like, you didn't even, make up words. No. You actually said it right.
I'm fluent in French. Bonjour. Hey? No? Okay. So, anyway, the Brazil, grow it big. It's cheap, and your collection's going to look stunning. Trust us. Last but not least, this is a go-to. We see it everywhere. We see this in
everywhere.
Grocery
you
stores.
will find it in the grocery store. Yep. You will find it in Home Depot. You will find it in Walmart.
Yep.
Alocasia poly.
Yep.
You see it everywhere, and it doesn't make the top 10 of anybody's wish list that I've seen anyways. But the leaves on these things,
we've got ours right there,
are absolutely beautiful. The rigid outside of it, the defined lines from the white against that deep greeny, well, it's purpley when it first comes in, but it's a beautiful plant. Beautiful plant.
Yep.
And cheap.
Yeah, $10.
Add something that draws
maybe
your eye.
$14.99. We have them in our grocery store. And what a beautiful plant. So that is a recommendation. printed all these photographs up just so we could actually know what we're talking about on the screen. But there was ones that I actually forgot to print up. So we're going to say honorable mention is the prayer plant, right?
Yes.
And so that's Marantha, right?
Yeah, the Marantha.
Yes. And they have stunning leaves, and you do see them everywhere. But they will get big, and they do look like they're painted on.
They're actually so much prettier when they're big.
We actually went to, and we don't mention any names and anything like that, but we went to a place that sells plants, and I said, hey, do you have any of those? Because I looked for a little, some cheap plants, a little bang for the buck, and they were, no, we don't like pear plants. I was like, oh, okay. But the bang for the buck that you get for them, it's for that person that doesn't have $100, well, has $100, but doesn't want to spend it on a plant. But you still want something that looks amazing, and you want to spend $5, $10.
The Marantha prayer plant.
Bang for the buck right there. So anyway, I think that's it.
No, there's probably so many more that I haven't even thought of.
Okay, there are a ton more out there. This was from us looking around at our collection, because we have some good plants, or expensive plants, but we have mostly...
These are the ones that we didn't spend a lot of money on,
yes.
And it really draws your eye to the beauty of the foliage in these plants. So you can have an amazing collection to look at, and you don't have to be spending a ridiculous amount of money to have beautiful plants.
So we have all these plants that we have. This is from our collection. I'm sure there's lots of other ones. And if you have other great plants that were cheap, that have amazing leaves, post them down below and let other people that watch this video see those plants and go out there and save themselves some money, and let these prices come down from $26,000 plants. And Maria showed the Carmel marble. That was, $13,000 US. That's like 18,000 Canadian dollars. Beautiful plant.
Stunning, though. I drooled over it.
Yes, but that's huge money, and it's a plant. Like I would be so scared of if you spend $10,000 or $20,000 on a plant, you'd be scared to, like this. We overwatered it, it died. Whatever. Let's get another one.
I'm afraid to spend that much money on any living thing, because all things come to an end.
Oh yeah,
and
a plant has got its life cycle.
I would be sick to my stomach to know that something happened to this plant and I spent that much money on it. There's no reason to put yourself through that stress. I mean, plants are supposed to bring joy and calmness, not financial anxiety.
Yeah. So anyway, if you like the content we're putting out, we're trying to get as many, we're brand new to the YouTube. But we're not brand new to planting. We've been gardening for, 12, 15 years now. So, but we're brand new to the YouTube. So if you like the content that we're doing, please like and subscribe to us. And that will keep us putting out more videos. We can't wait to get outside. We're in winter climate, so it's very cold out right now, so our gardens are covered in snow, so we could take you out there. You wouldn't like it.
I didn't like it when I went for a walk out there today.
But we're getting close to spring. We're still -10, minus whatever. It is warming up. It's not -20. So like and subscribe to us and join us. Post down below, and we will see you next time.
Have a great night.
Take care.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Rusty and Nellie's Jungle. See, you can't make me laugh either.
I didn't make you laugh.
That's not fair.
I didn't make you laugh.
You did, because you laughed.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rusty and Nellie, and this is the jungle.
Oh, you dork. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Didn't we get ours from Rhea? Little house plants?
That's what I just said.
Oh, did you?
I just said the whole thing. Kingston,
I
Ontario.
wasn't listening to you.
That's funny.
Something called National Examiner?
No, I just made that up. They don't know. So the Marantha well.
Say that 10 times fast.
The Marantha pear pant. It's the pear pant.